My name is Wamboi, Shadrach Wamboi. I represent Mr. Evans Achoki, the husband and the head of family of the Honorable Stella Bonareri Atambo. Now, my client has instructed me to call out the improper practice, the sharp practice that we have seen being practiced by the officers of the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission. Now, it's an improper practice, largely because they have thought or they have designed a mechanism of secretly, surreptitiously dealing with matters in a manner that does not disclose the true identities of the persons they wish to investigate or search their premises. Now, for this reason, we have seen a situation where the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission has, in other words, brought some discord or has now strained, or in an attempt to strain the relationship between the person of the Honorable Ondieki, who is a family friend of Mr. Achoki, and the family of Mr. Achoki. Now, to that extent, you see a situation where the investigating agencies, as opposed to helping us in cementing the relationships that we have in this country, is at the center of creating a situation where it is turning a friend against a friend in the name of investigating. So to that extent, my client finds it very uncomfortable. More to that is that the investigating officers, knowing too well that the money that they recovered from Mr. Achoki's house, the 2,070,000 shillings, belongs to my client, Mr. Achoki, which was recorded in an inventory, went ahead last evening to make a publication in a manner to suggest that this money is a proceed of crime flowing from some certain bribes that were received by the Honorable Stella Atambo. This is very unfortunate. It is very unfortunate because they knew too well from the inventory that they recorded at the house of Mr. Achoki that this money does not belong to the Honorable Stella Atambo. But yet again went ahead to make a publication that is meant to soil the name and of course to create a certain narrative in the public that this money is a proceed of crime. Now let me just say this for the public record, because we are lawyers and we have a duty to inform the members of the public about what the law says. It is not illegal to keep money in the house. You are not mandated by a law to store your money with Equity and these other banks that are there. You can keep your money in your house and there is nothing offensive about it. This Republic of Kenya is not a Maseno school where teachers took fault with students having more than 200 shillings in their custody. This is the Republic of Kenya, and you are at liberty to keep whatever money you have with you. I mean, in any event, 2 million shillings. 2 million shillings is not an amount of money that should be so outrageous, that should, bring a lot of discord with the members of the public, or surprise us that you are having 2 million shillings in the house. Only. Yeah. I mean, 2 million shillings is just pocket change. This is money that was meant to be used. This is money that was transactional. So you cannot criminalize someone having kept 2 million shillings in their house. So to say the very least, this is very unfortunate coming from the members of the EACC to criminalize the actions of my client opting, other than keeping the money in the bank, the decision by my client to having kept these monies in their own house. So moving forward, I am hoping that if at all the EACC thinks it is criminal to have more than 1,000 shillings in your house, they should go and liaise with the members of parliament so that they can legislate over that issue. But as far as my client is concerned, it is not wrong for them to have kept that money. We have applied before this court for those monies to be released to my client. I mean, it is so wrong that even as we are enduring these economic times, that the EACC believes that so all of us must be poor. All of us must be poor. You should not be having money. So that when you have money, it is now a subject of discussion in the public. So next week, as we shall be appearing before the head of station of the ethics of the anti-corruption court at the Milimani Law Courts, I shall be persuading the court to release this money. This is money that should be utilized to ameliorating the lives of my client, to ameliorating the lives of my client's family. This is money that should be utilized so that my client can pay school fees and meet the needs of the family as the head of that family. So without saying much, I will pave the floor to my senior, Mr. Danstan Omari, for further directing. But at the very least, the EACC should behave. It is not wrong to keep money. It is not wrong to have money. And if people are poor, if people are struggling, you should not brand people who have money as criminals.